intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Check 20. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, defense, let's go. 20. Mike 5-4. Ball trot. Hey, watch the leg.
Newton. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Hey! Mike 54. Express! 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
They snap it to Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check. Lucky.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw, Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Jones, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing, Winston. He's got Evans. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10.
Lunch 59. Lunch 59. Don't get nothing. Easy. Fight 9. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. SOS. Follow.
From the gun, Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 10 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They fake the give. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kendall Beckwith showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
To throw is Newton. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's now third down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Switch, switch.
From the gun, here's Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll come out in the pistol, facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have, as they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a third and 3.
That's the way.
Greg!
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
59's Mike.
A first down throw for Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Winston. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. From just shy of midfield, Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Winston now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jameis to throw it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Winston. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Gun. 31's the mic. That's it. It's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long day. 31's the mic. Let's go, baby. They turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Gun. 31's the mic. What is it?
Out of the gun, Newton. Airing it out for Olsen. An incomplete and excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
20. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got you. What is it?
Throwing again. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 64 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worked.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready? Right to the 3. 54. 8. Express. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Newton on first down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. 8. 51. Express. 51 to Mike. It's a party now. What? What's up? 51, 951. Silver. 51 to Mike, boys. 51.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. 25. Wait. 25. Let's go.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Rabbit. Shift.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And he slings one that's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be second down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check. Hey, Smash! Go now! 31's the mic.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Newton. Flushed out right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check three, check three.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go, let's bring it. Mike 5'9", Watch the slant, watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And the Buccaneers first down.
Jameis now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Again, it's Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready? Back, put it back behind. Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
And that'll set them back 5.
All day, baby, all day.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Complete to Jones. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready? Black, we do that. Check, 59. Hey, I'm coming. Mike, check. Flip. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Pull it together.
Now, following the interception, here's Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Bucs on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. Hey, watch that. Check. Easy. Hey, 54. Watch the curl. Let's go.
Now Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Hey, let's go.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This is McCaffrey. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Ready, blue ready. Mike 59. 6-man. Check.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 75 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2.
Come on, Sunday. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Easy. Green, triple team. 59 is Mike. Check 59.
Working out of the gun, Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Gun.
Here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first down, Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Exit. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Great.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Watch safety creeping. Gun.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready. Check 45 to Mike. I got it. Express. Motion backfield. Gun. 26. Mike, 45. Know your job. Check 37. Pick the edge. Come 20.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I'm coming after you. 8. 45, Mike, 45. Arnie. Switch. Gun.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Here I come.
Here's McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Get him, boy.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This a long one from 54. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance, but it's just not meant to be.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones.
Let's go.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing